What's up guys, welcome to a new episode of Rumour Mill. Today we're going to be doing all things Apple. Now we're going to be covering the iPad3 and the iPhone5. Will it be thinner, will it be thicker? We'll rumour round up this one today. We're going to start today's rumour roundup with a iPhone 5 rumour. It's going to have an 8 megapixel Sony camera in the back of the phone. It currently has a 5 megapixel in the 4S, and there will be probably an increase to around a 5 megapixel in the front-facing camera for FaceTime, and Apple is kind of stressing the fact that their FaceTime's good and it's an incorporate event in theirs and it's a bit like Skype and stuff like that, so I think that's going to take off a bit better. They reckon the real estate in the screens is going to go to around a 4-inch as opposed to a 3.5, which Apple currently has, as so. We're going to move on to the moisture control. Now this is quite a weird thing. Apple have been looking into magnetic headphones and etc. And it would mean you'd be able to seal the phone. For example, this headphone jack right here, you'd be able to seal it and you'd have a magnetic tab like the MagSafe you have on a MacBook Pro. I kind of see this as a positive and a negative. The positive is obviously it's going to be moisture proof, it's going to have a better quality. If you like take it into a bathroom, you don't have to think about water damage. However, you can't really put monster beats unless they're going to make like an adapter for it. So really Apple need to weigh up what they're going to go for in the future and how they're going to push it forward. Are they going to get beats to make their headphones in future? Awesome, but maybe. We're going to move to, will Apple remove the use of buttons? Now this applies to both the iPad 2 and the iPhone 4 at the moment. They both have this nice little home button right there. You click it and an image appears, yes. However, there is rumours about that button being taken off all of the Apple devices, and in future we'll just have like a swipe motion or something like the Galaxy where you just touch like a sensitive, a capacitive touch button. I hope they don't get rid of the hardware, honestly, because I have had enough of phones where you swipe it, it turns on, or you unlock it by accident because you swiped it. I like the fact you have to click the button down quite hard, but then again, my opinion against yours. What do you think? Comment down below. The next one is it safe to say a new phone will come with LTE? I think it's going to be quite standard in the future. You've got LTE, you've got Verizon, they're all like pushing all of these. So I think in the UK, LTE will start to make its way forwards, and Apple will probably be at the forefront of that again, because as LTE emerges in the UK for 4G signals, I think the iPhone 5 might be released. I'm hoping LTE hits the UK very soon, because 3G is awesome, but imagine 4G. You American people out there, you should comment down below just to tell us how cool 4G is. Now we're moving on to the A6 chip. Apple is supposedly working on the A6 chip. We've had the A4, we've had the A5. Let's go for the A6. I think it's going to be incorporated into the iPhone 5. Equally, I think it's going to be incorporated into the iPad 3 in the rumours down below. However, only time will tell. Will it have a near-field communication chip? I think it will. Swipe your phone, you've paid for something. How awesome is that? Now where I am in England, there's a baker's called Greggs. Obviously there's Barclays, you can just swipe your card there and you obviously get it. Subway do it in England as well. I don't know about America, but I know places are starting to incorporate, and I know for the Olympics are starting to get NFC into phones and into devices, and Orange are really pushing this at the moment. So I think Apple will be bringing this into the UK and America. Don't just think about the UK here, guys. And I think the final of the iPad 3, when will it arrive? It's going to be between July and October. It's whether they will stick to their traditional July, but they did backdate it to October this year. So, or this year just gone, should I say. So I think it might be between those two dates there. Hopefully, go for the July, because my contract ends around that time. Otherwise, I'm going to have to wait till October to get the new iPhone 5. Down to rumour round number 2. This is going to be the iPad 3. We're going to start off with the new processor. It's going to be standard. That new processor is going to be introduced. It's going to be the A6 again. This is going to be a quad-core processor, as the Nvidia and other companies like that are starting to crack out the quad cores, so Apple are going to be bucking the trend and going ahead with this. What will the screen be on the new iPad? So I believe, according to all the rumours that are out there, the one that I've summed up the best will be a Retina display, 9.7 inch, and it'll be 2048 by 1536 resolution. They're meant to be experiment with the sharp light bar system, and this is in a bid to counterbalance the brightness issues that Apple tablets may have. And that's just because they have super high pixel density. So I'd be pretty impressed to see in the iPad 3 a sharp light bar coming. But then again, I'd be happy with a Retina display from any company here. Now, will it be the iPad 3 or will it be the iPad 2s? Then again, you've got the iPhone 3, iPhone 3GS, iPhone 4, iPhone 4S. I think the shape of this will be changing if they are going to put some different technology in it. The next rumour is, could it get both a new Thunderbolt technology port and a smaller dock connector? If you compare the iPhone 4 to the iPad 2, no, I don't think so, because it's such a standardised way of charging. Yes, they are going to make things smaller, but I think they're going to have to roll them out all at the same time. And I think because the iPad's released so much later, so much earlier even, and I think because the iPad's released so much earlier, I think they'll probably introduce it onto the iPhone and then they'll introduce it onto the iPad afterwards. However, Thunderbolt port would be pretty darn cool, but where they're going to stick it on the iPad is above me, so we'll have to work that one out. There are a few rumours to say that the iPad might actually thicken out because of the near-field chip and the LTE and all of the systems they are trying to put on it. So that's quite an interesting rumour. I would be quite interested to see if Apple do that, because their method is getting thinner, and more thinner. Release date, as I've said previously, I think the release date is going to be in March. What do you think? Comment down below as to when you think it's going to get released, but March would be the best bet here. Now we move on to the last one. This is the Apple iTV. Now, a lot of rumours have been going around about the Apple iTV, and we've got two clear distinctions from them. There'll be the first model called the 42-inch, and then you'll have a massive 50-inch model. Now, the Apple iTV will be in the form of a Siri-powered controls. Will it have a remote? I would imagine they're going to have a remote, because I don't really want to speak to my TV at all times, and if you're on a phone it's going to be a bit of a problem. However, it's going to have some Siri-powered controls apparently, which would be pretty darn cool. You've got the iOS App Store, which would be pretty awesome. Imagine having an App Store on your TV and playing Angry Birds or something. Pretty cool, I'd say. iTunes integration, of course, because you could just stream it. So imagine having my Samsung on the top there. Just imagine being able to stream from the Mac that you're currently being filmed on right now, all the way over there without the Apple TV, which is currently upstairs. And obviously it's going to have iCloud support. Apple are big in the iCloud now. They've got the MacBook going to iCloud, iPhone, iPod, iPad, whatever they're going to release in the future. I'm sure it's going to all have iCloud support, so I think that's going to be standard. But the rumours about the Apple iTV are a bit short at the moment. Obviously, iTV is a channel over in England, so they might have issues there, so are they going to release them at the same time? Now, I'm just going to leave you with a peace out. Thanks for watching. Like the video down below. Obviously, comment if you have got any improvements for my making style. I mean, I'm just starting to get into this style of things, so if you think I can make any improvements, obviously comment down below, and I'm open to suggestions. Subscribe if you want to check out more videos. We've got a catalogue of around 30 videos about the Griffin Beacon, unboxings of the new MacBooks. I'm just about to buy a printer today, so I'll probably be doing an unboxing of that, so that'll be pretty cool. It's Daniel from Bloom Corp. Check out Bloom Corp on YouTube, obviously, for the other videos. If you go in the top right now, that's our next video. The top left is our previous video. Daniel from Bloom Corp, peace out, and I'll catch you later.